Lesson 2, The Foundations of Massed Methodology, Part A. What is the least restrictive environment, or the LRE theory? This theory comes from the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. It means that, as much as possible, students with disabilities should have a chance to participate with the non-disabled when it comes to education. When needed, they should have access to additional resources to attain educational goals. Each student is assessed to determine what their needs might be and to devise an individualized learning plan for that student. This may remind you of the assessment activity that is done before any of the massed drafting and checking steps are done. LRE focus, removing barriers. We know that people learn differently and have preferences for different types of instruction. They have diverse abilities and weaknesses. To design a successful experience, the facilitator or teacher must address these issues. That is why the assessment of translators is an integral part of MAST. Individual translators assigned to a MAST project may face certain barriers, such as no written language or lack of experience. The MAST process helps to remove those barriers so that anyone with language ability can be effective. Least restrictive environment example. Think of someone who cannot read but wants to learn to read, assuming that they do have the ability to learn. As an interim solution, you could temporarily supply a CD along with written materials. As the learner listens to the oral reading and interacts with writing, they would be using their oral language abilities while developing reading skills. Then you could gradually lessen the use of the oral materials as the reader becomes more fluent. Use of the oral materials would remove the barrier of illiteracy temporarily while working towards a more permanent solution.